Hi, welcome to the Vedic Astrology full moon forecast for November 2024. The moon is waxing, getting brighter, the energy increasing. How are you feeling? The moon is waxing, and on November 15th at 1:29 p.m. Pacific time, the moon will reach its peak brightness and then begin to wane again. Feeling energized or maybe a little nervous or antsy, impatient. Maybe it's hard to relax lately. This is a full moon that has the power of fire within it. The Krittika Purnima, a very auspicious full moon, and one that can open a whole new karmic cycle, whole new karmic chapter, because this full moon happens to coincide with Saturn's station direct. There really is a kind of change of direction, it seems, or a breakthrough possible. Around this time, this full moon has a lot of power in it to illuminate areas that may be confusing and help you decipher what's true and what's not true. There's been a lot of changes since the new moon. A lot has come to light, and perhaps more is coming to light, more understanding of situations that may have been before unclear or not complete. So this full moon has this power of illumination, the power of awareness, of discernment, of focus, in fact, to do something, to make a difference. Now this full moon is in Krittika nakshatra. Krittika is a nakshatra that has a lot of fire inside of it. It is ruled by Agni, the ancient fire deity that energizes all of creation, that is the source of fire, the illumination of spirit. And Krittika is also symbolized by something very sharp, like a razor blade or a sword, like Kali wields a sword, or something that's just something that is cutting through, something that is cutting away or cutting loose, and also cutting through what is not necessary to get to what is pure, as fire burns away what is impure and leaves the ashes, pure, clean ashes. And from these ashes rise a new life. So Krittika has a lot of power of transformation in it as well. A lot of power to really get in and focus and get clear, to accept what's true, no matter how much it may not feel comfortable, and to take action. This full moon is happening right on the edge of sidereal Aries and Taurus, just before the sun also is changing signs, the Sankranti. So everything's on the edge here of a new beginning. And also Saturn happens to be at his station point on this full moon. He's going to start to lurch forward. Saturn, this very slow and karmic energy of responsibility and commitment, work, karma. And it may be, especially for those of you in cycles like dasha cycles of Saturn, Sati, that since late June, when Saturn stationed retrograde, you may have found yourself in certain holding patterns, or there may have been delays in trying to decide something, or trying to make a move has become more complicated than you thought. Well, now as Saturn starts to move forward, there will be an acceleration. There will be finally a movement towards the goal again. This is good news, because this full moon might feel a little frustrating or edgy, or I feel maybe a lack of patience, maybe, or frustration, because this moon is still on the very edge of Aries, and Mars, the ruler of Aries, is debilitated. In moon's sign, in fact, there's a strong interaction of energy between the moon and Mars on this full moon. It's actually great for getting things done, but it can feel kind of like a fight to do it. So try to take it easy. Connect with the light of this full moon, the fire, the energy of creativity that's in it. Krittika is a very creative nakshatra. And finding solutions, finding other paths. The Krittika Purnima in Varanasi is the day of Diwali, when they light up the river Ganga with diyas. It's a very sacred time to connect with the power of fire. And so if there's something that you want to let go of or change right now, or get clarity on perhaps, you could do a fire ritual in which you write down something and simply put it in the flame of a candle or a fireplace. Watch it burn, watch it transform, maybe save the ashes as part of its transformation even. And of course, be careful with fire. The power of this Krittika Purnima, this Krittika energy, can actually, because of Mars debilitation, cause fires to get out of control. In about a week, Mercury is going to be going retrograde on the 25th. But right before that, I am going to be giving a talk all about Mercury in Vedic Astrology, at the Maharishi Parashara conference. It's online. I'll be speaking on the 23rd, so do check it out if you're interested in Vedic astrology. There's a lot of amazing, great teachers. You can use the coupon code ANANDASHRI. I'll write it down in the YouTube description window. You can use that code to get a discount. Okay, so let's just take a look at what the tarot cards have to say about this upcoming full moon in Krittika nakshatra. So the first card that came through is the Seven of Cups. Lack of clarity. Now this full moon is in the star of clarity itself, of light, but there is this awareness, perhaps, of confusion. You know, what I said about this full moon being on the very edge of Aries to Taurus in the sidereal zodiac. And that means the sun is also changing from Libra to Scorpio in just a few hours after the full moon. So it's really the edge point. And these edges are places of uncertainty, of changing. They call it in Vedic astrology Sandhi, the edge. And they are considered to be confusing places. It's true. Can feel sticky. And with this Saturn standing still, I often find that the days that surround, especially even I could say 2 weeks on either side of Saturn's station, can feel actually pretty heavy because Saturn's not really moving. He's not moving forward or back. He's stopping. And this is a positive stop because he's going to start to move forward again, something that I think is going to be very good. But there can be a feeling of worry. This is the card 5 of Coins. Worry about the future. There's been a lot of changes in the U.S. government in the last couple of weeks since the last new moon. And that, just for the collective, can create a sense of insecurity. It doesn't matter which side you're on even. There's a concern over the future, the economic situation. Some of us might be actually feeling concerned about that. Or maybe it's just in general in your life, I need to have a better plan, a more clear long-term vision, which is what this full moon can bring. And finally, the last card is the Tower. Again, a lot of changes right now. These are intense times in many ways. And the Tower speaks of that Mars energy that I was talking about, that debilitated Mars. Right now it's a Parivartana with this moon, which actually magnifies the energy quite a bit. I think this feeling of antsiness or the ground's shaking, or wow, something's going to happen and I have to hurry up. So slow down. Try not to worry too much. Everything is going to start to move forward. It looks like a lot of insecurity and uncertainty which way is the best way right now. So connect with the power of fire, not to destroy, but to purify, and let go of what's not necessary as well. Cutting through what is not clear, the dreams, illusions, and projections, and coming down to what is true can feel like a burdensome task, can feel like a weight. See the truth for what it is. Come down and touch the earth, and trust in the purifying cycles of life on this planet. In the power of fire, the destructive power of fire, there is a clearing, a cleaning, and a letting go. Underneath the fire, the ashes gather. Come down and touch the earth. Connect with the purity of what will rise from them. Okay, thank you for coming to the Anandashri Astrology Full Moon Forecast. I do offer Vedic Astrology readings online on Zoom and tarot readings as well. You can book them on my website. I'm going to be opening up new times slots. I'm going to be headed to Asia in the next couple weeks here. And be sure to check out the conference that I'm going to be speaking at coming up on the 23rd. I'll be speaking on that day. Again, you can use my coupon code down below, and I will see you soon coming up on the next new moon.